Hey, Shalom, Makim Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, the great millstone that taught us this truth, and that's still teaching this truth, and much peace, love, and salutation to the elect, beginning with 144,000, all the way down to the large multitude that believes and who the Lord will deliver in these last days. To you all I say Shalom. I'm the brother Tazamah from the great millstone Dallas camp, coming back today with another lesson, and I pray this lesson will be edifying to the elect. And I want to do a lesson going in on a point that Donald Trump made during his inauguration speech yesterday, which, as you know, if you're not living underneath a rock, or if you're just not paying attention at all, okay, Donald J. Trump has been inaugurated as the 47th president of the United States for a second term. And one thing that he said, you know, was how America, all right, America, he promised a golden age for the country while criticizing years of a corrupt establishment. Let's read that again. It says Trump's golden age speech in 82 seconds. It says Donald Trump has become president of the United States for a second time. In his inaugural address, he promised a golden age for the country while criticizing years of a corrupt establishment. All right, now when you think of the golden age, all right, when you think of the golden age, as a matter of fact, let's do this. let's do this real quick. Define what does it mean? What does golden age mean? Let's do that real quick. What does golden? All right, what does golden age mean? Let's do it like this. Golden age. All right, golden age. It says in an idyllic, often imaginary pastime of peace, prosperity, and happiness. Now, what does the scripture say? The scripture says that what? When they shall say, matter of fact, let's grab it. Okay, let's grab it. 1 Thessalonians 5, when they shall say peace and safety. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. It says, For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So this is the time where you have a peak of peace and safety and prosperity, and you know, building up Babylon all over again. You know, everybody has that mindset when it comes to Donald J. Trump, that America is going to be reestablished, it's going to be built back up. You know, the economy is going to get better, jobs are going to be established more here. But here it is, he's also setting forth laws, and he has people in place in power, okay? Or he's literally setting up a technocracy right before your eyes, man. You know, he's setting up everything to be governed by AI, and he has particular people in place like Donald Trump. He has particular people in place like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos. You know, all these particular individuals who are in the tech sector, you know? Because ultimately what he wants to do, and we believe through the Spirit, he's going to implement the MOTB. Okay? He's going to implement we believe he's going to be the one that's going to implement the MOTB, which is the RFID microchip. Okay, but the scripture says, when they shall say peace and safety, as we read it, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as a woman in travail, and they shall not escape. Okay? So let's go back. It says in idyllic, it says often imaginary, that's the key thing, imaginary, often imaginary pastime of peace, prosperity, and happiness. So it's an illusion. You see, it's all an illusion. And what does the scripture say? Let's get another precept. And I'm gonna tie it all. I'm gonna tie it all in here in a minute. You know, because we just got out of camp not too long ago. So I'm still in the spirit. You know, after a point that I made. You know, the point, I'd rather say a point that Yahweh Shemel Shai gave unto me to make. Imaginary. What was I going to grab again? Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, hold up. What was it? Oh yeah, that's right. Isaiah 30. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. All right. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And this is going into rebellious Israelites that trust in Egypt, that trust in this philosophy, in these philosophies, in this Babylonian way. You know, this way that goes back to Egypt that's really set forth to destroy you. It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth. And the way that you ask at the Lord's mouth is by inquiring to the prophets. But our people would not have it so. Okay? It says to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, which Esau is the modern day Pharaoh all over again today. Right? It says and trust in the shadow of Egypt. And when you get that word shadow, let's get that word shadow real quick. That word shadow is tazal. All right, it says shadow, shade, shadow, and dial, shadow, shade as protection. You see, shade as protection, but it's not really there. Symbolic of transitoriness of life. Let's go here real quick. It says covering. It says of human ally. You see, of human ally. You see, because people trust in Egypt and they're trusting in Trump and they trust in the government, you know, democracy, as if that's going to be there, as if I can't speak right now. I'm a little bit cold. You know what I'm saying? It was cold outside tonight. You know, but as if this American system is going to ultimately be helping you when it's really set forth to destroy you. Okay, so that they're trusting in the shadow of something that's not going to be able to sustain them. All right. Going back to the word golden age, it says the period when a specified art, skill, or activity is at its peak. Okay, the golden age. Okay, it says the late Middle English, the Greek and Roman poets name the first period of history. The Greek and Roman, okay, the Greek and Roman poets name for the first period of history when the human race lived in the ideal state, and that's why they liken that with the Greeks and the Romans. Okay, civilization began with the Greeks, as they say. That's like their golden age. You see, letting you know that man, this is letting you know clearly where we at all over again. We in Rome all over again, man. Okay, letting you know clearly where we at. Now, real quick, let's go from here. Let's erase this. I was gonna bring this out, but yeah, I was gonna bring this out, but it's all good. I'll skip on this about the year of Aquarius and the golden age. But let's go here. So this is from BBC.com. You know, world news and stories. Let's take a listen to this video real quick here.
Golden age of America begins right now. A tide of change is sweeping the country. Sunlight is pouring over the entire world. And America has the chance to seize this opportunity like never before. Those who wish to stop our cause have tried to take my freedom and indeed to take my life. I was saved by God to make America great again.
I was saved by God to make America great again. So he believes as if, you know, when she's up there, it's all speech, it's all set up, you know. But he said, I was saved by God to make America great again. So I was saved. Because remember, he had an assassination attempt that was placed on his life, so-called air quotes. You know what I'm saying? And he believes as if, you know, he survived it because, you know, because God, which their God is really Satan, wants him to make America great again. And he's going back to the golden age, you know, where America was the priority. Okay. Also too, where Jakes was in captivity as well.
Inflation crisis was caused by massive overspending and escalating energy prices, and that is why today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill.
Drill, baby, drill. Pretty much fracking the earth more and more. You know, the earth is mourning. You know.
Time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. And above all, China is operating the Panama Canal, and we didn't give it to China, we gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back. and we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
Now you heard that. So he said we're going to change the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. We're going to take back the Panama Canal. We're going to go to Mars. We're going to put the flag on Mars. This is Esau pretty much at his highest peak of pride, man. Remember, what does the scripture say in the book of Obadiah? Though he sets his nest in the stars, thence will I bring thee down. He said we're gonna go beyond the moon, even though I never went to the moon, you know. But this is all just really Esau's pride. Okay, we're gonna put a flag on Mars. This devil, hey, Esau, hey, Donald Trump, man. You know, the Lord got a spirit on him to really put things into action. All right, this is Obadiah 1 and 3. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. Right, and being high meaning what? Pretty much being in a high, lofty position. It says that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that's when it links up with Isaiah 47. Sit thou in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Right, thou shalt know when we call it tender and delicate. Sit on the ground. You know, ultimately, Yahweh Shema Shah is going to bring you to the ground. All right, it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, which America, well, I want to say that the eagle was actually coined the pretty much the bird, the symbol of America. It was this year. Joe Biden. Let me get it real quick, because I always thought that the bird, the national bird, was the eagle for this whole time. I'm not gonna get it, but it was actually sometime recently where the eagle was coined as the national bird for America. And we know that they got the eagle on the eagle on the dollar bill. You know, and the eagle represents pride, because it's actually the bird that flies the highest. You know, and it has keen eyesight and it flies higher than all other birds. So it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, right? Thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. So here it is. You know, they're being very, very pompous and proud in their speech. You know, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna go to Mars, we're gonna take back America. You know, or not take back America, but we're gonna establish the Gulf of America. We're gonna take back the Panama Canal. You know, and really establishing the Gulf of America is really isolating America, but it's what he heapeth unto him all people. You know, though he enlargeth his desire as hell. Man, bro, we are at the end of this thing. We are at the very, very end of this thing, man. Okay?
In America, the impossible is what we do best.
And that man, he about to come down. Now, we're in the golden age, or I ought to say, Donald Trump says that the golden age, we're in the time of a golden age. But let's get Isaiah 14 real quick, as vocab Malone affectionately tried to break down and say that Isaiah the 14th chapter was talking about ancient Babylon. Well, if that's the case, if Isaiah the 14th chapter is talking about ancient Babylon, I guess Satan fell out of heaven. I guess Satan fell out of heaven during the reign of Nebuchadnezzar. I guess that's the case. Lucifer fell out of heaven, because according to Christianity, you know, there was a war, there was a fight going on between the Most High and Satan got cast down, and all this other madness. So I guess that happened during the time of Nebuchadnezzar's reign. You know, I guess that's what was going on. Anyways, man, this is Isaiah 14, and Isaiah 14 is talking about a future prophecy, man. Okay, it's talking about another Babylon that was going to raise up, and this other Babylon that was going to raise up, the daughter of Babylon, is talking about America. Okay, this ain't talking about ancient Babylon, man. Point blank, period. Okay, this is Isaiah 14 and 3. All right, it says, and it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. Mind you, at this time we didn't have rest from our sorrow. We were being persecuted. Okay, our adversaries, pretty much our adversaries was coming against us at this time. You know, the various different nations that was around. Okay, if they're trying to say this is ancient Babylon, well, why was there letters sent to Artaxerxes trying to hinder the building? If that's the case, we wasn't at rest. The scripture says that, did not the scripture say that in Daniel the 9th chapter that the wall will be built in troublous times? So how is the wall going to be built in troublous times when we're going to be at rest at the same time? Make that make sense, vocab Malone. Anyways, and it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from thy bondage and from thy hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, which we're still in the hand of our captivity. We're still in the land of our captivities, you know. We're in this day we are in this day still in our captivity, like it says in the book of Baruch. Okay, it says, "Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon." You see, so it's going to be a proverb that's going to be up against America. You know, and that proverb that's going to be up against America is the fact of how these different nations are pretty much plotting to ultimately destroy this place, man. Remember, the scripture says in the book of Obadiah, it says that what? They that have eaten thy bread have laid a wound, have laid a snare from thee, or have laid a snare for thee. You see? Let's get this word proverb real quick. Okay? I should take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. Who is this king of Babylon talking about? For vocab Malone, who is this king of Babylon that's being spoken? Is this talking about Nebuchadnezzar here? We would like to know. Okay? And I want to know where it was recorded in history during the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, where Satan fell from heaven. That's another thing. All right, that word proverb is mashal. All right, mashal. Just give me 1 second. This is proverb. I'm sorry. This is 14:5. All right, just bear with me. That word is mashal. It says proverb, parable, proverb, proverbial saying, aphorism. Okay, what is an aphorism? Let's get the definition of an aphorism. It says a pithy observation that contains a general truth, right? Such as, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Something simple, but it's clever. It's a saying. Okay, a saying. All right, just bear with me. So it says proverb or parable. It's a proverb or a parable. Prophetic figurative discourse. Prophetic figurative discourse. It's an utterance. It's a prophetic discourse. Okay? So it says, thou shalt take up this proverb, right, against the king of Babylon. That's what I want to do. Let's get this word king. That word king is malak. All right, malak. Against the king of Babylon. Okay? And this Babylon here is not talking about ancient Babylon. Once again, it's talking about a new Babylon. Babel. Okay, Babel. All right? I'm just taking a look at the lexicon down here. And Babel just means confusion, which we're in the land of confusion. All you got to do is look around you to see that we're in the land of confusion, right? So it says, thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. There it is right there. The golden city ceased. You see? So here it is. Donald J. Trump mentioned how we're going to be in the golden age of America. And here it is in the scriptures. It says that what? That the golden city is going to cease. So this could very well be the rulership underneath Donald J. Trump, where we see Babylon fall, man. Where we actually get delivered up out of here. Okay? That word golden city is you got Madaba. Okay? It says boisterous, raging behavior. Boisterous behavior. Boisterous pretty much means like loud and just like a lot of noise. You see, it says of a person. You see of a person, event, or behavior, noisy, energetic, and cheerful, rowdy. And Donald J. Trump kind of fits that. He kind of fits that definition. You know, he's an energetic, charismatic, and rowdy individual. Lively, blustery. He has a look that's more stout than his fellows. Okay? It says boisterous, raging behavior, golden city, exactness of gold. Okay? Gold making, i.e. exactness. Golden city. Did he not also say that he wanted to, did he not also say that he wanted to create something called the ERS, the External Revenue Service, where now he's going to tax and have tariffs upon these particular different nations to put more money into the American people's pockets. So I guess that's an MOTB for the IUIC, even though they switched it up a lot of different times. But anyways, it says boisterous, raging behavior. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? You see? Because they're raging right now, trying to set up and establish their NWO system and try to fight against the Lord too. Let's look down here real quick. I just want to read some of this. It says if this be the true reading, right? Gold. It says foreign in the manner of part. I'm just glancing. Gold making, exactness of gold, storehouse of gold. And that's what he wants to do. He wants to make America great again. He wants to have America in its golden age, where everything is pretty much stored here. You know, drilling for gas and natural gas and oil. You know, here in America, bringing jobs back here to America. That's what Donald Trump was talking about in the speech yesterday. A house of gold. Okay, so the golden city is going to come to a halt. The Lord gonna cause it to cease. Okay, and that word ceased is Shabbath, to cease. Okay, cease, which, you know, cease means to stop, like cease and desist. Excuse me. I want to get that root word, perhaps from the equivalent of dahab, right? Gold. Okay, gold, and then you got zahab, which is gold of precious metal, weight, brilliance, or splendor. So the splendor of America is going to cease. So it was the spirit why Donald Trump said that we're in the golden age. You know, we're bringing America back to the golden age, but the Lord said that the golden city is going to cease. You know, lining up with what's that? Let's end it off with this one, Revelation, the 18th chapter, Revelation 18 and I think it's 19. Let me see, or 13, one of those two. Yep. Revelation 18 and 15, it says, the merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, and that her is talking about America, you know, because America is a consumer nation. All these various different nations are made rich by America because America buys from all these various different countries, man. That's why once America goes down, all these various different nations are going to go down too simultaneously, because they're not going to have nobody to buy their merchandise, as it reads in Revelation 18, as we're here, right? So it says, shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, letting you know that all nations are going to be destroyed, right? And saying, alas, alas, that great city, letting you know that America's a city, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple. Fine linen and purple represents what? Wealth, royalty, you know, splendor. It's purple and scarlet, and decked with gold, right, and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches has come to naught. And that's all the Lord. It's just going to take the Lord 1 hour to completely destroy all of Babylon. For in 1 hour, so great riches has come to naught, and every shipmaster, and all the company, and ships, and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning. This is when America is going to be completely on fire. Okay, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads, representing mourning, and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For 1 hour she is made desolate. That's the golden city ceasing, man. That's the golden city ceasing. So it was a spirit why Donald Trump said that. We're in the golden age of America. You know? We're going to be entering into our golden age. We're going to plant a flag on Mars. See, the Lord had him say all this for a reason. You know? So, you know, ultimately that's it. You know, I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Once again, I want to give double honors. I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Bashim Shai. Bashim Rakakwadash. Alright, I want to give double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders, the great millstone that taught us this truth and that's what teaching this truth. And much peace, love, and salutation to the elect, beginning with the 144,000, all the way down to the large multitude that believes in who the Lord will deliver in these last days. To you all, I say